Alright everybody, Horseman here, and today I'm going to be bringing to you some more Chaosbane, and the purpose of this video is going to be to give an update of my initial impressions. I've been able to spend a little bit more time with the game. I am at level 19 right now, and I have to admit that I'm enjoying it so far. I can also understand why there was so much hatred towards this game. Just because, as of right now, I do definitely feel like I'm being railroaded. And because of that, I just want to inform you that in order to show like additional gameplay, I am going to be going through the main story, because there's no side things that I can do. There's no just like rifts or dungeons that I can do that don't necessarily pertain to the main story. So with that being said, if you don't want any of that, then please just, now's your chance to back out. I am going to be talking about some of the additional systems that I have found, the first one of which is there is a stash that is going to be persistent across all characters, at least so I'm told. I have not yet tested it, but I have put some items in here, such as these orange items that I have acquired, just to see if these are going to be usable with some other characters when I do decide to level it up and try it out, because I do have to get to at least 8 to try one of these things out. Which also brings me to the next item of business is loot in general. So loot is plentiful, okay? So there's tons and tons and tons of loot to be had. A lot of time, I'd say with each mission, I fill up about half this screen, but there is also a weight limit that you that you'll have. So there's only so much that you can pick up. You could probably fill up this whole damn thing, you know, with rings and not be at that weight limit, but trying to carry all swords, all guns, and all, you know, chest pieces, you may not be able to get even half of the screen. So it just really depends on the weight of each item. You'll also notice that I'm almost fully equipped with orange items, and these orange items aren't like the traditional legendary items that you would see, say, in Diablo 3. In other words, they don't come with any inherent bonuses aside from just some additional stats. So your blue items, I don't even know if they have like a name for these, like rare, uncommon, or anything like that. So these blue items, they have 2 of those stats. Legendary item, or legendary. These items have 4. Now, this particular Eradicator set is an actual set piece, but there's nothing specific to denote that it is a set item, other than some additional bonuses. So in this case, if I get all 5 pieces, I get some additional health. Whoop-de-doo, right? I mean, but then again, I am only level 19. So you will get plenty of items. So, you know, what do you do with said items? Can you trade them? Do you get gold? What do you do with all this stuff? Well, when you pick up an item, you don't automatically get its appearance. I did show in my previous video that you can go here, and you can say, all right, I want my chest piece to look like this. And there you go. And now it does. You have to actually donate those items. So in this case, you go to this individual here, which will be, what is the word I'm looking for? He'll appear after a short period of time when going through the main quest. And you can simply click on donation, you can click on it, or you can go to quick trade and trade all, such as this, right? And confirm the trade. The trade will then go through, and you will get, since there's not a whole lot for me to trade at this point in time, because my previous video that I started making messed up, where I had half the screen to go in there, it can give you additional reputation, which will give you additional rewards, such as some fragments, some gold, and then if you do not already have the appearances of the whatever it is that you're trading, you will gain those appearances as well. Alright, so that's pretty nice. And you'll notice that my appearance has changed, but I don't want that, so boop, boop, get rid of those, and done. Alright, along with that right there was a new system. I also picked up this orb right here, and I can fill it up now. As I defeat enemies, red orbs will drop on the ground, and if I pick them up, it'll fill up this little sphere right here. And when it is full, I push the tilde key, And I go into like this enhanced mode where everything around me turns red and I start glowing red, and instead of being able to use abilities and my swords, I pull out these two really long guns and shoot these lasers out the front of them. And they do exceptional amounts of damage. Great for boss fights, great for big arena kills areas, so I typically try to save that for oh shit type of situations. And you'll notice that if you looked at my previous video that I have fixed this stuttering issue. This was a big issue. I didn't know how to fix at first, only to find out that there are several FPS limiters here, and you have to make sure that all of them are consistent. So the big issue here was that this was set all the way to disabled, and it shouldn't have been. Okay, so despite the fact that I had VSync enabled, my refresh rate was at 60 or even 59.94, this right here caused a conflict, and that's why I was getting those stuttering. So I put it here, and now I don't get the stuttering. Yes, I have a nice system here, a nice computer system running a 10700K processor with 32 gigs of RAM and a 3080, but my monitor is still many years old right now, so I am only doing a 60 hertz, and I need to update it, so working on it. Working on it, slowly but surely. I have to convince the wife. All right, so some additional things is my skills. So I've learned a few things about my skills. My previous video did talk about how we have points available versus how many points we've acquired, right? Or how many points we've used. So each ability that you equip costs points. And so in other words, like if I wanted to equip this Pierce Mastered, I would need one more point in order to replace that, right? Because this one costs 4, I need 8. So if I were to try to put it, even if I were to get rid of that, I'd only have 7, and therefore it'd be off by 1. Okay. So I thought that this was an interesting way to do the skill system, because this allows you to be more strategic in how you choose what skills and what skill upgrades that you equip at any given time. You can't just get a skill upgrade and say, I want to put this in there. That's not going to work, right? It's just a skill upgrade, but it costs more points. That even goes for some additional god skills, which I will go into in a second and how to acquire those. God skills, they cost points, and these also take place of your regular points, or your regular skills over here. Passive skills also take up those points. I have this right here, this inculcation. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Where those little auras on the ground that appear that fill up my energy bar, more of them will spawn, and I'll get more energy when I do stand in them. So that's always nice. But I do have agile stances and an upgrade to agile stances. Additionally, passive god skills. These are, again, I'll talk about the god skills here in a second. You get these by putting points into the god skill tree, and you can equip them all the same. The collector's guild skills. Now, this is where the donations thing comes from. You know, the more you give them, the more of these that he's going to grant you. They don't cost anything, so it's really nice to be able to go in there and add these. So I have access to ancient tomes of knowledge. All experience gains are increased. Sweet. In this case, the team works tirelessly to build up your wealth. You receive more gold. That's wonderful if I actually knew what gold was used for, because as you can see, or as you saw previously, and I will go back to talk to that guy, is that I don't have the ability to trade yet. I only have the ability to donate. It's the only thing I can do. But there are several options that he offers, and I really want to know when those are going to become available. Like, they seem kind of interesting. I don't know if they're end-game systems or what, but I would have the ability to go to the Tower of Chaos. I would have the ability to do boss rush or relic hunts, all of these sound like they would be some type of end game system. But I also, or this person also is the person that I would go to trade, but I do not have the ability to do so. Now, granted, enough loot drops to where I don't need to be spending gold to acquire loot. However, I don't know why I have gold. I don't know why I have gold. And right here, I have 49,000. Aside from when I die, I can spend gold to revive on the spot, or I can go somewhere else. Same thing goes with these fragments. Not really sure what these are used for yet, but I do know that I collect quite a bit of them, and they do, or they can be used as a currency to bring me back to life if I were to perish.
Nothing to worry about. Did you hear that the Imperial...
Now that I got all of that out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and go into the sewers there as part of the quest and show you how my skills have gotten stronger and how I've... Before I do that, I did say I wanted to talk about the God skill trees. Okay, so there are God skill trees. These are the gods that your character worships, and right now I have access to 2 different skill trees here. They are passive skill trees that also offer active skill as you progress through these major nodes here. Either upgrades to currently purchased or I should say acquired, or new skills altogether. So some of these, critical damage, cast reduction, I mean, obviously that's not really, or cost reduction. So, I mean, that is really good, especially when I want to try to do the, my spinny gunny thing. And, see, I don't even know the names of things. Torment, that's what it's called. Critical damage, I mean, all kinds of stuff. Some defensive stuff, maximum health, armor, and even, damage over time as necessary. So you get to figure out where you want to go, and then you have another tree that does much of the same thing. Matter of fact, I mean, a lot of these look very similar. Just put points in there, you earn them as you play. So, and eventually you'll get God skill tree modifiers, and it lists them all here. From what I have observed and what I've been told as well through the forums is that you do benefit from both at the same time. So you don't have to choose one or the other. And as you collect points, you can either dump them into this one or you can dump them into this one. The crazy thing about it is, like, okay, I get it that they're gods, but what gods am I worshiping? I mean, in the 40k universe, it doesn't even tell you. There's a lot of unknown stuff in this game, and I don't really like that, especially from a lore standpoint. You kind of want to know what's going on, right? I am still in chapter 1, and there are 4 chapters, I believe, before I get into the first DLC content. Alright, now it's time to go into the sewers. So I've talked to Tickless, and now I'm going to go in here. And as you can see, I have 3 options here: Invasions, Expedition, or Main Quest. And that's why I feel that, we're really getting just... You have to be on track. You have to go in a certain way, because if I try to go to any of the old doors, nothing is available to me. I can't do the invasions, I can't do the expedition, and I can't just redo the main quest. So they're basically like, you're not wasting time. There is a crisis at hand, and you must go fix it. In some ways, that's good, because it does keep you on track. Like, I'm playing some other games, and I can't tell you how many times they're like, time is of the essence, we must defeat the bad guy now. And then you're like, but first, I have to go pick mushrooms for some side quest for Aunt Mary down the street. I've always kind of took me out of the game a bit. So I do have enhanced traps now. They go on fire and they do damage. They do some additional damage. I also have another ability called Execute, and you get a good example of what it's like when orange item drops. So we have our blue one here, and we have our orange ones there, and orange ones are always. Cooldown reduction. I don't have any cooldown. Well, I do have a lot of cooldowns. Oh, what is this dude? I have never seen this one before.
I need to charge my weapons first. I need to catch my breath.
That doesn't look good. And there's an example of the orbs that drop for me, and it started to fill up that right there. So picked up, see, more orange items dropped. What do I get? Cooldown reduction. Get that cooldown reduction. Oh, I lose the cooldown reduction. Gain critical damage. Critical damage is better, I think. That's the first time I've seen that bad guy, though.
I need to catch my breath.
All right. Walked into it and just died. Stop moving. I'm trying to kill you.
I need to catch my breath.
Oh my god. Problems. Alright, treasure chests are always fun. I pick up everything, and hopefully at the end of this dungeon I will show you a little bit more about that whole how that whole donation thing works, what the benefits are. One thing I also have is that I should have pets. So, and with this, my bar should be full, or that little orb should be full. Next time I need it, if I'm fighting a champion or something like that, I can use it and do some serious amount of damage. And my traps actually do a pretty good amount of... That dude just like walked up to it for no reason. He was just like, ah, a trap.
I must be patient.
AI is not very smart. Alright, so those guys are a pain in the ass, so I'll go ahead and use this. See? And then you'll notice that they will also be dropping a lot of fragments. When you kill with this, that's all it drops, just a ton of fragments. In this case, I also got a pistol. Any good? Yeah. Negligible. Not really worth it. A lot of defense in order to gain just a very little bit. It doesn't last for very long, but it's also not that difficult to fill up. Here, die. Woohoo! Level 20. So I get that single target, that little thrust I was just using, execute. It's a good single target ability, but I'll say, trying to use it on bosses sucks. Just saying, there's so much stuff going on sometimes that I don't really want to be that close to bosses. It would be great if you were actually, you know, trying to hit the right person. That's how it's done. Oh. Stuff there. What I get? No. Don't lose any attack. Get leap quality. My cost reduction now. Problem. Oh wait. I have to go upstairs. Let's get that. Alright, now I think a boss is I have a feeling a boss is
I need to catch my breath. Give me strength.
Come on. Come on. That's how it's done.
I need to catch my breath.
Oh, since I leveled up, I wonder if I have more. I had 3 before. Oh, because of this. Melee attacks deal more damage and reduce enemy healing for 4 seconds. That sounds great. Fuck for that. Need to shoot things. Maps don't seem to be all that innovative. Kind of shallow. Easy to get through for the most part. Enemies. Nothing really all that, like, oh my gosh about it.
I need to catch my breath.
There you go. Catch your breath. Oh, I just walked by a treasure chest. Oh my. Like that little bottleneck there. Cool, so what'd I get? I got some fancy new boots. Ooh, 10% increase, so that's always nice. I lose absolutely nothing. It is literally an increase in everything that I got, so. Yeah, I don't want to lose that loot quality. Gold. Extra damage would be nice. Gosh, that is pretty substantial. Go. I'm gonna give up my. That does not seem pleasant. No good. You fly off the edge. Bummer. I was hoping they wouldn't. that it? Oh, enter Kessler's lair. Okay, here we go. So I guess this is gonna be a boss fight?
Father Nurgle, Lord of Plagues, hear me! Long have I worshipped you. Great are the deeds I have done in your name. I have performed your darkest rites. I have sacrificed the flesh of innocence in your name.
Silence, heretic! For too long you have worked your evil here in the darkness. Now the hour of your reckoning is at hand. Your reign of terror is over.
Over, you blind fool. Chaos is eternal, and I am its champion.
Azafar Kul thought as you did. Now he is dead, and the Empire is united once more.
Another will rise to take Kul's place. The Harbinger has sought out the shattered pieces of his army and found a new champion to seek the favor of the Chaos Gods and assume mastery of the Horde.
The Harbinger? Is she the sorceress who struck down Magnus? Tell me where she is, heretic, and I will grant you the mercy of a swift and painless death.
Look at you, grasping at shadows. The Harbinger is far beyond your reach. And as for my life, it belongs to Nurgle, Lord of Pestilence and Decay. I give it to him freely in return for vengeance.
Oh, wait. Why is that empty?
Deceived.
Oh, looks like a big couch. Oh, that's Nurgle himself. like that. Really surprised they made me fight Nurgle himself, though. Oh, I see a purple something. Go away. Oh, maybe. Let me loot.
I sensed the greater demon force its way into our world and feared the worst.
I have faced demons before, but nothing like that. I pray to Sigmar I never face such a horror again.
The Eye of Argoth, where is it?
Over there, on Kessler's body.
Leave it to me. I'll make sure it doesn't tempt
Right.
anyone else.
Right.
What about the sorceress?
She calls herself the Harbinger. Kessler claimed she's tracked down the remnants of Asavar Kul's army and is searching for a champion to lead it.
Where is she, this harbinger of chaos?
Don't know.
I do not know.
Prague.
Prague.
What's that?
My agents in the north tell me that a large part of Kul's army fled the Battle of Kislev and returned to the ruins of Prague. I'd assume they would take ship and return to the Chaos Wastes, but now that I've heard about this Harbinger, I'm not sure. Perhaps we might learn more there.
What a loot.
Perhaps so. It will be dangerous, but at the moment I see no other choice.
But Prague is hundreds of leagues from here. We'll never get there in time.
Not so, Herr Hyder. There is a waystone near Prague that we can use. I can link to it from the stone here in Nuln and send you through.
One. Got all kinds of cool stuff. Oh, boss rushes now available. Gauntlets, new sword. Okay, so there I thought there was something purple there. It's not. 7.3 increase. 12 decrease. I get health. There's quite a bit of health. Quite a bit of damage there. Energy, no. Losing a ton. Oh, I see. So Mutant Killer also had a critical hit chance of only 5%. Bad. Good. Gain a lot more defense. Choices, choices, choices. Damage. About to go with the 3,000. All right, well that's that. That was actually a really fun fight. I enjoyed that. A lot of the boss fights are like that, so that's really cool. In the boss rush game mode, available from the Collectors Guild, you can fight the bosses you've already encountered in the story with dangerous modifiers. Greater the rewards. I think I'm gonna have to do one of these
Working me like this.
before I sign off for this video. What do y'all think? I think that would be a great idea. And while I'm here, I can also go ahead and show y'all what it means to donate a large amount of items to the vendor guy, the collector, and you can see firsthand. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so donate. I've already looked at everything. I've already made my choices. Confirm trade. Blam! So, gained reputation, got 4,000 gold crowns, unlocked a plethora of new appearances, and got some additional rewards. So this is going to be one of those passes that I was talking about before, and I'll take a look at that here in a second. Here's a little reward. Right. So, let's go to appearances. You can see that this is much more filled out than it was previously. So that's kind of cool. And yes, I can just swap things out as I see fit. Okay. Alright, so skills. I did get a new skill. I did get upgraded passive skills, but I don't have a whole lot of points to swap it out. So I won't do that just yet. But, oh, there it is. Okay. Cook prepares tasty, nutritious meals for you. Maximum health is increased by 10%. And since it costs nothing, absolutely put it in there. And eventually I'll have to choose which ones I want. Okay. So I now have... Ooh. No. Okay, so I now have access to Boss Rush. So let's figure this out. So I can fight the Unclean One again. And does it cost? Okay, so it costs per modifier. I see. So I would just have to go back in there and fight the Unclean One again. Alright. Alright, so let's see what we got. Demonic portals regularly appear. Poison claws regularly appear on the ground. When heroes remain static, they lose health every second. No, thank you. Each time a hero uses a potion, their maximum health is permanently reduced. Cooldowns have a chance to increase when player takes damage. Corruption. Heroes' healing and regenerations are reduced. Health decreased over time. Enemies explode on death. Does that mean it does damage to me? Enemy champions are more powerful. Okay. Oh. This one. That one. I didn't have to use a lot of cooldowns. Map cost. This is going to cost me 30,000. All right. Ready? I'm probably going to die. If you quit before the end, the gold crowns will be lost. Okay. Sucks. Maybe this is why we need gold, right? Okay. Now that I know this fight a little bit better. Oh, right. Great start. Luckily, that doesn't do a ton of damage. This is gonna take a while. see if these items were actually worth all that trouble. No. I lose the health generation. Getting a lot of maximum health. Bit of armor. Okay. Well, so that's what boss rush looks like. Let's see if when I go back to him, there's anything else, or if that's just it. That's it? Alright. There's not a whole ton of rewards there. Really surprised. I figured there would be like a little extra bonus or something like that. You know, two orange items, not, you know, all that wonderful. I didn't see a ton of extra experience or even gold, so is it really worth doing it? But at least you got a chance to see what it looks like. And again, you know, experiencing that boss fight with those extra modifiers was pretty fun. It wasn't horribly difficult. I mean, I'm sure you saw my health didn't exactly go down a whole lot. It was just a matter of keeping my energy up. And that was probably the hardest part, managing all the ads, managing the different mechanics and things like that. So, but that was fun. I mean, it's a fun boss fight in general. It takes a little while, but it was fun. All right, so that is it for this video. This is a very long video, 55 minutes so far, but I hope you liked what you saw. If you did, please throw a thumbs up and subscribe for more, as I do more gaming videos in general, unboxings and things like that. So, I would like to have you come back for more, and I hope to see you again, and I'll talk to you later. All right, Horseman out.